Hey everybody, this video brings us out to Hardeeville, South Carolina. And the reason why we're here today is because, well, we came out here to see something completely different. I pulled off the interstate, run our way back down to Florida from Pennsylvania, pulled off the interstate to see something pretty awesome, something that a website told me still existed, it was still there, and then turns out after reading some comments on that website that the website's actually incorrect, and that this thing we went to see, it still exists, but it no longer exists on the side of the road for everybody to just pull over and take a look at. It's now on the back of a flatbed truck, sits in town somewhere, covered by a tarp, and they bring it out for a boiled peanut festival. We were here to see the world's largest boiled peanut, and apparently we can't actually see it. So that was kind of a waste of our time, but there was something else I wanted to see. Something else I've actually already seen before. I've already documented this before. If you guys have been watching this channel for a while now, I filmed this maybe like a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, something like that. Filmed this a while ago on my way back up to Pennsylvania, back when I still lived there. I filmed these guys, but wanted to show these off to Shawn because these are really cool. And I'm very happy we came out here because there is a sign that has me very concerned about the future of this amazing roadside attraction here at Crazy Joe's Fireworks, or what used to be known as Papa Joe's Fireworks. Not sure when the name changed, but originally this was Papa Joe's Fireworks, and Papa Joe purchased something pretty awesome from Alabama back in 1974 that I want to show you guys. Unfortunately, the fireworks stand, the store is actually closed at the moment, which is kind of a shame because I've been inside here. It's really awesome. There's all kinds of postcards and magnets back there. They've got t-shirts. There's thimbles and collectible spoons and all kinds of awesome South Carolina, and I believe some Georgia, I think, souvenirs to take a look at. But we're here to see the butts, right? Right there is what we came out here to actually see. But I do wish we could get inside here. It looks to be like they're still open. The inside of the store still looks very well maintained and stocked. So I'm assuming this store does still actually have hours. They do still actually open up. I don't know, just by what I see inside. But what concerns me are some signs we saw outside of the store. It does say closed, come back, but no actual time as to when to come back. Looks like they also maybe have some cats out here as well. There's some cat food and some water. I would not want to be drinking. That looks disgusting. Hopefully any cats that drink that are okay. But anyway, so we're not actually out here to see the fireworks stand, although again, I would love to go. If they were open, we'd be going inside there. I'd probably be buying some collectibles. I'm a sucker for stands that have souvenirs. I love souvenirs and tchotchkes. I would totally be going in there. But the reason why we pulled over is because I wanted to show these off to Shawn. And like I said, I have concerns at the moment because when we drove past, I saw the sign that kind of worried me. It kind of concerns me because things are always shutting down. Roadside attractions, roadside oddities, all kinds of cool, amazing stuff. Just in the last 10 years alone, I would say, probably not even, maybe 5 years alone, a lot of really awesome roadside attractions and whatnot that I loved and that I've been to before are already gone. These things are disappearing like crazy. And this one here could also possibly be disappearing. We're here to see Lizzy and Big Al, aka Thelma and Louise, the giant, well, I was gonna say the giant elephants, but they're probably just life-size, right? I mean, elephant, that's kind of an oxymoron to say giant elephants. Elephants always are just giant, but the big fiberglass elephants out here at Crazy Joe's Fireworks, or what used to be known as Papa Joe's Fireworks. And in 1974, Papa Joe purchased these fiberglass elephants in Alabama and had them shipped all the way up here to South Carolina to put outside of his store, his franchise, his establishment for people to pull off the interstate and want to see. And this is the kind of stuff I love. I love this kind of thing. I like when people go, let's put giant elephants outside our store. That'll get people off the interstate and to pull over and check them out. And I mean, they've been here since 1974, so clearly it did something. But what has me concerned is the sign right up here that says commercial building for sale. That has me concerned. There's another sign right there as well. This also sits right next to, I believe it used to be a McDonald's. I think somebody left comments in the previous video at one point saying that that was a McDonald's over there, and it's obviously it's not anymore. That's been abandoned for a long time. So somebody could come by and buy both of these adjoining properties, tear all this down, and put who knows what in here, some other kind of establishment, another red roof, another hotel or something over here. Who knows what might come to this area, or maybe somebody will actually buy the fireworks stand and just keep it up and running as a fireworks stand and a place where you can get your souvenirs for South Carolina. But who knows what might end up happening to Thelma and Louise, to Lizzy and Big Al here, and that concerns me. I hope that whatever the future of this whole land area is, the future of the store here, I hope these guys are just saved. If they do decide to tear this down and build something else here, if whoever buys this property doesn't actually want to keep the building up and running as something that would feature giant elephants outside of it, I do hope that at the very least they save these. The town maybe steps in and saves these and puts them up somewhere like in a park or something like that, or maybe somebody comes along and buys these and puts them outside of their establishment somewhere else, whether in a different town, different state, but somewhere, somehow these have to be saved. Again, they've been here since 1974, beckoning people off of Interstate 95, which is right there. I believe this is Route 17 right here, but Interstate 95 right there. So if you're heading down into Georgia or leaving Georgia into South Carolina, pull off here in Hardeeville and check out Crazy Joe's fireworks and the amazing fiberglass elephants. You were saying you like the pink elephant, right?
Yeah.
That is pretty awesome. I do love it. Although I mean, how often do you see a pink elephant, right? Yeah. I mean, only if you've been doing that is when you see pink elephants, or if you're watching Dumbo, I guess I would see pink elephants. Although he saw pink elephants because Dumbo was doing that. Didn't they pour beer into his water trough or something like that? It's been a while since I've seen Dumbo.
Yes.
But yes. You've seen Dumbo recently?
No.
But you just remember?
I just remember.
Look at the firework here. That's cool. I think that's actually gotten a paint job. I want to say last time I was out here, the firework did not look that bright and colorful. I could be wrong about that, but I think it's actually gotten a paint job. You see a little wick under there as well, which is pretty awesome. Do you think if I actually lit that wick on fire, it would shoot off into the air and create a huge firework?
I would think is it would burn it.
It would just burn it?
Yeah.
All right.
It would just
well,
melt
we don't want to be pyromaniacs. We don't want to be charged for arson. So probably we should just not do that. I'm not recommending anybody come out here and try to actually light that firework, but it's pretty cool that it's got a fuse on it. That is actually a really neat, just a little touch they didn't need to do, but they did do, which makes it really, really cool. So I'm pretty happy that we pulled over here to check these guys out again. Even though I've already documented these guys before, even though I've already shown these guys off to you before, I really am happy that we pulled over because, again, the commercial building for sale sign has me concerned. I do hope these guys stay here for years to come. These guys will be around for a very, 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 very long time. They've already been here since 1974, but hopefully they'll be here for tons more years for people to pull over and to check out. But when I see a sign that says up for sale, it does get me concerned because somebody might actually want to buy this property and again, put in a hotel here. We are right off of the interstate, so they could put a hotel in. They could put another, they could put McDonald's back in here, or a Wendy's, or another gas station, or something like that, or a Starbucks. I wouldn't mind some Starbucks right now, but they could put.
As long as they kept the elephants.
Oh my gosh, Starbucks with elephants? You see, that's what I don't understand. Why like a big franchise doesn't come in and build something here, but then keep the elephants just to make it, because then it would be known as the Starbucks with the elephants, and people would literally come out here to see that. Yeah, they should do the Starbucks if you're watching. Buy this land and build a Starbucks here, but keep the elephants. That's a good idea.
And then you could have I don't know, you could put a little Starbucks hat on them.
You can make them. They could be baristas. I like it. That's a great, fantastic idea. That is really cool. But again, who knows what the fate of these amazing, majestic beasts, these awesome roadside attractions are going to be in the future, because this whole area is up for sale. This building is for sale. This land is for sale. But hopefully, again, they will be saved. Whether somebody moving into this whole new area, whoever buys this location. Hopefully they will save it. They will save the elephant, or like I said, if something else happens to this land, they want to put in a Starbucks or a gas station or something gets put in here. Hopefully the town or somebody else who has a tourist, like a tourist stop, will save these, and they will remain for people to see for years and years to come. As much as I love the elephants, I would buy the rocket. I would put the rocket in our backyard. That'd be pretty awesome. That I would totally buy. These are cool. I love the sign up there too, the Crazy Joe's Fireworks. Look at that big, that crazy awesome sign that at one point had lights that probably lit up and pointed towards the actual fireworks stand. That is pretty cool. My only concern really with this is that they don't get saved. They do end up getting just scrapped and put into a junkyard, or the people who own this store, they do eventually go, okay, it's not selling, nobody's buying this, and it ends up looking like that. It just becomes an abandoned building, and then we get hurricanes that come through here. We're not too far away from the coast, so hurricanes hit this area all the time. Really bad storms hit this area, and if this whole overhang area here doesn't get maintained, this whole thing could come down. You can already hear it's making, as the wind blows, that makes some pretty crazy sounds. So this whole thing needs to be maintained. Otherwise, it could come down, destroy the elephants. The elephants could get blown over. They could get damaged. And that is something I don't want to see. I don't want to see these guys fall into disrepair and then they just get thrown away because they're just, their trunks have come off and their ears have broken. You can already see that something looks like it's actually hit the side of this. I don't know if this was from like a hurricane that came by over the last year. Something maybe blew into the side of this. But you can see that big owl here has definitely received some damage to his side. His ear is also damaged as well. It is cool. You can actually see the fiberglass though underneath there. But yeah, he has definitely received some damage. He has not been kept up. The upkeep for this has not happened. I was reading that they do get coated with new coats of paint. They do get painted every so often, but I don't think that these have been touched up in a long time, which is a shame. You can see that Lizzy here at one point, she actually had glasses on. You can see the little brackets up there for when she used to wear glasses. Those came off a long time ago from what I was reading. She hasn't had glasses on for a very, very long time. But if Starbucks buys this land, they can put glasses back on her. They can make it like a hipster barista. That'd be pretty awesome. But all right, so again, wanted to pull over, wanted to check these guys out, wanted to show them to Shawn because, I mean, this is the kind of stuff my dad would have pulled over to show me. And so I love pulling over and showing this kind of stuff off to Shawn. Fun, awesome memory he will have. And maybe in the future, this will just be a memory. These guys could go away. So I'm happy we pulled over because, again, when I was driving on the road and I saw that sign right there, I knew we had to document these guys for a second time, just in case something happens to these. You want to go stand next to them to show how big they are? So keep in mind, Shawn's almost as tall as me at this point. And look at these things. Look at how huge they are. That is cool. What an awesome photo op. If you want to stretch your legs, if you're driving down 95 and you want to stretch your legs, you got your kids in the car with you, this is where to do it. Pull over here and stretch your legs here. Go buy something from Crazy Joe's. Go buy a souvenir. Go buy some fireworks and get your photos taken next to Big Al and Lizzy, aka Thelma and Louise. You can actually walk underneath them, which is kind of cool. That is pretty awesome. I love these guys. Again, I love this sort of thing. I love these crazy, awesome, amazing roadside attractions. Again, in need of some repair, unfortunately, but hopefully these guys will be around for many, many, many more years. But just in case, if you haven't been out here to see these, and you've been thinking about coming out here to see these, if you're a big fan of roadside attractions, and you've been thinking, I need to get out here and see these guys at some point, now is absolutely the time to do it before it might possibly be too late here at 116 Hummingbird Lane, Crazy Joe's Fireworks. Again, I think this is Route 17, if I'm not mistaken, directly off of the Hardeeville exit of 95. So, all right, guys, that's gonna do it. We got so much more driving to do. We got maybe like 5 more hours of driving to go. I already feel the humidity. It's already starting to get hot. Up in Pennsylvania, it was so nice up there. It's overcast and there's a breeze blowing, which feels great, but you can already feel the humidity. That southern humidity is already creeping in. And we're only in South Carolina. We still got Georgia and Florida to get into, so the humidity is just gonna continue to get worse. I'm ready to get back into the AC. I'm not ready for the drive, I am ready to crank that AC a little bit, but all right, guys. So one last shot of Crazy Joe's fireworks. What once was Papa Joe's fireworks. Awesome, amazing firework there. And of course, Thelma and Louise are better known. Well, Thelma and Louise is our nicknames. Lizzy and Big Al is what they're known as here since 1974. For people driving down the interstate to pull off and to check out. Unfortunately, falling into a bit of disrepair, but they still can very well be repaired. They just need some paint. You can see that, looks like Lizzy over here. She's got a big chunk kind of like gashed into her upper shoulder area there. I think there used to be like something right there. You can see it kind of hanging. I think that fell down at one point, probably hit the elephants. It's probably where all this, you see, look at her. Yeah, she's very badly scratched up there. She's got some battle wounds, some scars. That probably is from that. And I wouldn't be surprised if that was, because I mean, you can see it went all the way across, whatever that is, that piece of metal there, that piece of aluminum was all the way across. It probably was flying around in the wind, and it probably damaged both of the elephants. That may have been from the last hurricane we had that came through, I'm not sure, but you can definitely see it has done some damage. These guys do need to be repaired. They do need some TLC, some love and attention, and a new paint job, and some new, I don't know, I guess, you fix fiberglass with more fiberglass, right? They need some patch jobs as well. It concerns me. It does concern me to see them like this and to see the building up for sale. It does concern me that maybe these guys aren't in it for the long haul. But hopefully, like I said, if this location does get torn down or a new establishment comes in here, hopefully the new establishment will save these, or somebody will come along and they will save these and bring them to their establishment. Even if it's a personal collector who wants to put them in their house, like in their backyard, I don't care. As long as these guys are saved, that would be pretty amazing. But hopefully when they are saved, they are put somewhere where future generations can come along and check them out, right? Mm-hmm. All right, guys, but that's gonna do it. Again, we got so much driving to go. I keep rambling on because even though I would like to get into the air conditioning, I don't want to start driving. I'm so tired. I'm so sick of driving at this point. I'm like, I don't know.
If you do it, the video is going to be like 2 hours long.
Yeah, let's just do another 3-hour long video, but this time only talking about elephants. All right, guys. I'm gonna end this video now. So if you've been out here to see Lizzy and Big Al, Thelma and Louise, leave your comments down below. If you've heard anything about who could possibly be buying this, leave your comments down below. If you know anything about the future of these, leave your comments down below. Maybe you're watching this months and months and months in the future. Maybe a year ago I filmed this and you're watching this and you have heard, oh, they're moving, or somebody else bought this and they're saving it, or I was just out there and they just got a new paint job. Leave your comments down below. Keep us up to date. So if you are watching this video in the future, leave your comments down below and keep us up to date on the whereabouts, on how Lizzy and Big Al are doing, because I want to know. I want to know what's going on with these guys. And like I said, hopefully they do stick around for a very long time. But I would recommend coming out here and checking these guys out sooner rather than later, just in case. Like I said, that sign right there, it concerns me. I would get out here and I would check these guys out before, see Shawn saying, get out here, check these guys out before it's too late. But all right, guys, again, that is gonna do it from Crazy Joe's Fireworks here in Hardeeville, South Carolina, right off of Interstate 95. Awesome, amazing roadside oddities, roadside attractions. These guys are just too incredibly cool. But all right, with that, we do have to get back into the car. We do have to drive back down to Florida. We got to make it down there by tonight. We got to meet the teacher tomorrow, so we got to get back. Yeah, I know. School's starting back up. So as always, guys, thank you so much for checking out this video. Be sure to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, check down below for links to Patreon, check down below for links to Spreadshirt, hit the join button to become a member of this channel. And if you guys watch this video all the way until the very end, hashtag
pink elephant with glasses wearing a Starbucks uniform.
Did you guys get all that? What was that again? Pink elephant.
A pink elephant wearing glasses and a Starbucks uniform.
Shawn always with his 4-hour-long typing projects in hashtags. So there you go. Leave the extremely long hashtag that Shawn just said. I've already forgotten it. So, all right. So one more shot here. Lizzy and Big Al, aka Thelma and Louise, here at Crazy Joe's fireworks, Hardeeville, South Carolina, right off of Interstate 95. Get out here, check these guys out, because if you don't, you might not ever get to see them again. Building is up for sale. Who knows what the future of these guys, the guy and gal will be. Who knows? Gotta give them one last hug before we leave. All right, guys, that's gonna do it. All right, back into the car, back into the very long drive to Florida. So again, guys, like I said, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and if you do hit that subscribe button, or you are subscribed, then I will see you guys in tomorrow's video from very warm, almost kind of like it is now, actually, humid, disgusting Florida. All right, guys, we'll see you back there. Have a good one. Thanks for watching. Bye.